Good afternoon, folks. Caroline from Inspired to Change Hypnotherapy, your expert in reducing stress and anxiety. It's been a little while since I've done a Facebook Live. I think it's because I like doing them out in the sunshine, and it's not been very sunny, has it? So, it's Mental Health Awareness Week. I'm sure you're aware of it. Hopefully, there's lots of stuff going around on social media. Hopefully, your workplace is doing something to highlight it. We've actually on Inspired to Change website, we've got some amazing guest blogs, all talking about body image, which is what this year's Mental Health Awareness Week is all about. Excuse next door's cockerel, by the way. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about today. Because actually at Inspired to Change, every single day is a mental health awareness day. Because when we're not busy working with clients, we are all out there educating people about mental health, empowering people to look after their own mental health, and recognising the things that they can do to help themselves. Because the sad truth is, on average, it takes somebody about 10 years to seek the help that they need with mental health issues. And I'm not just talking about, the big serious diagnosis here. I'm talking about stress, anxiety, depression. The things that 1 in 4 of us are going to struggle with in any given year. Yet it takes us 10 years to seek the help that we need. That's kind of like going around with a broken leg, just trying to keep going, struggling to walk, dragging around this limb that's not going to function properly, permanently in pain, restricting what you can do, not being able to focus on anything else other than the pain, and then saying to yourself, well, do you know what? I'm just going to leave that for now. What are people going to think of me if I take time off to go and get some help? I don't want people to think I'm weak or can't manage this. I'll just try and keep going. You wouldn't do that, would you? And if you saw a friend or a colleague trying to cope with a broken leg, you wouldn't just go, oh, do you know what? I'm not going to say anything. Don't want to embarrass them or end up looking stupid. What if it's not a broken leg after all? Or I'm not a doctor, so there's nothing I can do to actually help them. So do you know what? I'll just leave them be and let them carry on struggling. You wouldn't do that. You'd sit them down, you'd go and bring the car around, you'd take them to the hospital where they could be helped. You'd make sure they got the help that they needed without feeling the need to fix it yourself. Now you see, our mental health and our physical health deserve the same respect and support. Just like with a broken leg, if our mental health is damaged, we can't function properly. Now, with many physical conditions, we have checks that we're encouraged to do, don't we? Girls, check your breasts. Guys, check your balls. Have you got blood in your wee, or have you got a funny looking mole on your skin? But nobody encourages to check in on our mental health and go and get the help if we need it. So, today, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you some really easy, simple things that you can check in on just to give your mental health a check, to see if anything needs to be changed or if any help needs to be sought. So, here we go. You ready for these things? Number 1, are you struggling to get a good night's sleep? Okay. Now, most of us are going to have the odd night's sleep where it's a bit all over the place and we don't perhaps get the night that we wanted. But if you are struggling to get a good night's sleep for extended periods of time, so consistently bad night's sleep, then it could be a sign that your stress and anxiety levels are getting too high, and it's maybe time to look at why that might be. Number 2, are you wanting too much sleep? Okay, so this isn't this kind of sleep that you want because you've had a disturbed night's sleep. This is the needing to sleep during the day, feeling absolutely exhausted, and when you do sleep, waking up even more tired. You know that sleep where you wake up and you might have had like 8 hours sleep, but you wake up and you don't know who you are, what day of the week it is, what you're supposed to do. Okay, if you're having that feeling consistently, again, this could be a sign that depression is starting to take hold. Number 3, have you lost interest in the things that you normally love doing? Okay, when we are stressed and anxious or depressed, the chemicals that flow through our mind and our body change, often leaving us feeling flat, with no motivation. All our get up and go has got up and gone. And that's when we need to get up and go and speak to somebody and get some help. Number 4, are you struggling to focus or concentrate or remember things? When we're stressed or anxious, our brain releases our stress hormone cortisol, which gives us that horrible brain fogged feeling. So when we have that brain fog, we can't remember things, or we just cannot concentrate. We've had to read the same sentence 10 times and it still hasn't gone in. then that might be a sign that our stress levels are getting too high. Number 5, have you got a fluctuating mood? So if you find your mood fluctuating all over the place, this could be a sign that your brain has gone onto high alert due to stress and anxiety, and it's over-responding to all those little things that come its way. Or finally, number 6, have you got a low mood? If you're having long periods of low mood, then this could be a sign that your brain has decided to retreat from all of those stresses and anxieties in order to try and stay safe. So these few simple things are just easy for us to check in on, in ourselves, just internally, just do that quick little mental check-in. Am I sleeping well? Am I engaging in life and friendships? Have I got a steady mood? If so, then the chances are all is well with our mental well-being. If not, then we might just want to take a quick review, see if anything's causing us excessive stress and anxiety, and take action, either to reduce those stresses or to find someone to speak to. Now that could be a friend or a colleague or your workplace mental health first aider. And by the way, you should have one of those. If you haven't got a mental health first aider in your workplace, go and speak to your HR team and find out what they're doing to appoint one, okay? You could go and see your GP, or you could book in for your free initial consultation with any of your local Inspire to Change hypnotherapists. They'll all be able to explain to you a little bit about what can be done to be able to help. Please don't ignore it. Don't leave it 10 years. So many of my clients come to me and say I'm their last resort. They have been struggling and battling with it for years on end. And usually after a couple of weeks, things are starting to change. By the time we've had 6 weeks together, things are completely turned around. And one of the things they so often say to me is, wish I'd done this earlier. So check in with your mental health guys, okay? Make sure that you are looking after your mental health, taking action to reduce stress and anxiety if you need to. And if you're struggling to do that or you're feeling overwhelmed, please seek the help that you need. So enjoy the rest of your week, enjoy the rest of Mental Health Awareness Week, and have a look around, see what's around there, take from it what is most helpful for you. And I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye.